It's the well-beings. We're back again. It's another month. It is March edition of the Well-beings podcast, and we're talking about frequency. So, what does frequency mean to me? So, the way I look at frequency is like the different channels of a radio station. That explanation helps me to really understand it, overstand it. And our frequency, depending what frequency you're on, you are tuning into like different radio stations. It's like that. So if you're on a low frequency, you're on a different bandwidth to somebody that is on a higher frequency. And things that will put you in a low frequency are things like shame, guilt, fear. Things that will put you on a high frequency is love, unconditional love, authenticity, your full authentic self. Being your authentic self on a high frequency, to me, the reason that is high frequency is because it means that you can actually do what you're here to do, because you're moving in authenticity, puts you in the highest frequency, which connects you more clearly. Do you think your frequency can influence others? Absolutely. There's no doubt about that. Being Caribbean, being Bajan and Jamaican, you grow up hearing about vibes and the vibes are off and this person's vibesy. That's something that I think my generation, the younger generation, the first generation, Black British, adopted. We say that a lot. This person's vibesy, man. I'm not feeling it. So I think if your frequency is low and you're demonstrating low frequency kind of behaviors, I think we've all experienced it. You might be in a room with a group of people and someone walks in and it feels like the energy shifted and all of a sudden there's like a darkness, there's a depressive feel. They might come in and slump in the corner and look vexed, and now everybody feels a little bit uncomfortable. And equally the same if somebody of a high frequency walks in. They walk in, it feels like the sun shines, just there's a bit more light in the room all of a sudden. The energy shifts, people are a bit more happy, a bit more relaxed, because that high frequency individual has come in the room, or individuals. So the more people of a similar frequency come together, the more you feel it. So the more low frequency that are together, you're going to feel that energy, that darkness, that sadness, maybe that kind of threat, because there's fear in the air, fear in the atmosphere. And equally, if there's a group of people that are high frequency around, you might just feel more safe, feel protected, at peace, relaxed, that you can be yourself, accepted. So yeah, I think your frequency can definitely influence others. I know it influences others. And what do you suggest for maintaining frequency in challenging or uncomfortable situations? Interestingly enough, I had this conversation in the same day with I Am Adriana T and my friend Sonia. And we were all talking about being the observer. And that in a lot of spiritual places where people are talking about this kind of thing these days, that's what they're saying, is you need to be the observer. You need to be able to pull yourself out of the situation and not have an emotional response and observe what's happening. So things like transference, what's the other term? Projections. That's other people and their views and their ideas pushing them onto you. So it doesn't mean that you are what they think you are, but they're treating you in accordance to their set of beliefs, not necessarily in accordance to who you are. It's transference and it's projections. So for me, to maintain my frequency when I'm in a challenging or uncomfortable situation, what I'm able to do and what I'm conscious of now is being the observer, pulling myself out of the situation, looking at them and going, okay, they're triggered by something I've said or done, possibly I remind them of somebody from their past, or a past experience they've had. Maybe it's to do with too much programming. Maybe they've watched all this negative stuff on somebody like what they believe me to be, whatever that is, whether it's because I'm female, whether it's because I'm black, whether it's because I'm 46, whether it's because I'm from Solihull, whether, these things, I am who I am, but people project their interpretations of you onto you. And you can get emotional about it and let that alter your frequency, make you feel sad, make you feel threatened, make you feel at risk. Or you can just go, this is their stuff. And I can see it's their stuff and I'm not engaging in it. And the way to not engage in it is literally that. Don't engage in it. Just watch them and remain peaceful. Remain yourself, your high frequency self. Look at them. Watch them doing it. Don't react. Don't allow yourself to be triggered. Don't become a puppet. I've had quite a few circumstances recently where people have been, as they say, playing in my face and trying to trigger me, really trying to trigger me. But it's just not worked because I'm not a puppet and I'm a high frequency being. So I'm not going to be triggered by low frequency behavior. I'm able to look at it and go, okay, you're doing what you do. That's what you do. And I'm going to do what I do, which is pay you no mind whatsoever. And stay amongst frequencies that I enjoy. High frequency people that are kind, loving, genuine, authentic, peaceful, happy, not jealous, not competitive. Those kind of traits are low frequency, and I won't allow them into my energy field. And if I see it, I evict it. Simple things. Sometimes you're stuck in a situation and you can't get away from it. In that moment, you observe. And then you make a decision after that moment whether you will revisit it or not. You can revisit it if you're confident that you can continue to maintain your position. But if there's a risk that that's not going to happen, then sometimes it's better to just cut your losses, cut the ties and move on. So that's frequency. It's another one of these, I don't know what we're doing, with these subjects. We're tackling some subjects, but it's good because it forces me to think about these things and to really analyze where my mind is, what my perspective is. And every one of these podcasts is helping me to grow and develop as a person, as a being, which is wonderful. So we pray that it does the same for you. And the podcast will be out next week. See you then.